What's up? So I want to talk about hacker topics because I'm bored and because I think it's important to protect yourself. So if you're like me and you're a newbie hacker and trying to learn, you might have like let's say a rooted device or something with NetHunter installed on it, but you don't realize the minute that you install Sophos security antivirus app, you're going to detect that there's actually a Trojan in the NetHunter app, and obviously the hackers who made the app don't want just anybody to go run around with their app and go use it. So they're able to see what you do on this app and stuff, and it's been identified as a Trojan, the way it operates. For all I know, they could watch you right through the app. So anyways, regardless if whoever might end up hacking you, if you do end up getting hacked, if you're a newbie and you end up getting hacked, the last thing you want is something like NetHunter or even ParrotSec OS, something that I don't believe has any malware or Trojans in it that I'm aware of, or something like even Kali. If you have that openly installed on your device, what that does basically is if let's say if somehow you get a cybersecurity guy to check your device somehow, whether through Spectrum or Verizon or AT&T or something, let's say a hack happens and they check out your device, if they see that it has hacker tools on it, openly installed on it somehow, if they somehow are able to see that, or let's say you even bring it to them just to have it investigated. Let's say you talk to the CISA and they ask to see your device and they see this shit installed on there openly. They're not going to be able to prove anything at all. At all. They're not even going to be able to prove that you were getting hacked. For all they know, you were doing it to yourself. And I know this because I was just thinking about all this. I've been thinking about this for a while now because I've been thinking every day, how can I stop these hackers who I think are attacking me as much as I possibly humanly can? Whether to just piss them off or just to get them to leave me alone or whatever. Because it's better than just using the device and getting upset over and over again, never having any good security. So I think of things like antiviruses, VPNs, and stuff like that. And if you have this shit openly installed, let me go back. So I think about the VPNs and stuff, and I also think about other stuff like this. So if you have this shit installed on your device, it's not going to look good from a cybersecurity expert's point of view. I looked at it from their point of view. I thought, what if I was a cybersecurity guy and I was going to hack into this victim's phone to see who's hacking them? And then I find out the tools that this hacker is using are tools that the victim installed. And he knows that these tools are on there. He knows what these tools do. I would not be able to prove anything. In my mind, I'd instantly think like, okay, maybe this guy's working with the hacker and they're just testing me or some shit. Or maybe they're going to try to hack me or something like that. So that's why if you're really getting hacked and it's severe and you're trying to get it to stop, the best thing for you might be to just get rid of all your hacker tools completely and get a device like, let's say, a Windows 11, Microsoft 11. They do security patches every single day, it seems like. Or let's say an Android, a lot more secure than Apple, a lot more secure than whatever other shit fucking device you could get out there, OnePlus phone or whatever. These Androids have security patches every single, I think it's every month or two, they come out with a security patch. Or no, I think it's every 6 months or every year. It's something like that. I get a security patch every once in a while. even on older devices, they still will patch certain things that need to be patched because it represents a huge security risk to everyone. And that's why some devices get slowed down sometimes. It's not actually them doing it on purpose. Sometimes it's just a security patch, and they have to do it to you because if not, your device will get hacked, and then your device will hack other devices. And they can't allow that to happen. That would be, if they allowed that to happen, they would be an accomplice to the crime. A very serious computer crime that could be 10 years federal, that could lead you to 10 years federal detention. That's something that you don't want to mess around with. A company like Google finds out that you're insecure, they're going to want to patch your shit. And if it ends up making your storage device too crowded or whatever, it's going to completely crash your phone. Your phone won't be able to keep up with it. These are things that can easily happen to all users. I've been thinking about all this stuff because I really, really want to stop this hacker. I really, really want to make them look like they're the bad guys. I'm not working with them. I've thought of all these things and all these different perspectives. I thought about it like, what if the cybersecurity guy who's going to protect me thinks I'm working with this guy because I installed some of his tools and it's on my operating system. Because I wanted to tinker around with it because I want to become a hacker. Well, now I'm getting hacked by the hacker. I'm not working with this guy at all. This is a very serious cyber crime. Imagine if Kevin Mitnick had some computer tools and I installed them and then he used them to hack me with it. He used them to hack me. That would be very serious of a crime. People would be very mind blown. They'd be like, wow, I can't believe this professional who I think was almost a millionaire at the time before he died, had a family and everything, just had a kid right before he died. You wouldn't be able to believe that a guy like that would throw away his life just to hack some random nobody, loser newbie who wants to be like him. You wouldn't think that for a second. You would think that maybe they would have some respect for the newbie and love the newbie, and think, if it wasn't for these newbies, that they would be losers and everybody would hate them and nobody would be interested in anything they do. But no, that's not how the hackers treat it. These hackers are treating it like as if they are slaves in Chinese sweat lodges and they are being beaten and forced to hack me. And that's the reason why my dating app is filled with so many phishers who send me phishing links with malware installed on it. Something that doesn't happen to other people around here. It only happens to me. It's a personal targeted attack on me. It's not happening to other people. Other people don't get phishing links like that. It only happens to me. I get 500 a day. Probably at most, if I stay up all day and use the app. It's that bad. Now I could be wrong about it. Maybe it's the developers just fucking with me. Maybe they just don't like me. I don't know. Maybe it's not really technically a hack. Maybe it's more like a mod. I don't know. But one thing's for sure, hackers can definitely do shit like this. It could definitely happen. And if you have the fucking tools installed on your device, and if your device is fully charged and it's in your computer bag right now, they can easily fucking use it at any time they want to hack you. Anytime. I got my device right here, right next to my bass and my soundboard. It's literally close enough for me to spit on right now. So if there are, and I couldn't uninstall the Cubes OS off of it for some reason. I don't know if that's just typical Cubes OS. It's just impossible to uninstall. Maybe it's encrypted into the drive. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just having a personal attack and this is a hacker And either way, I'm going to get a bug out bag, so in a Faraday bag. I'm just going to shove it in a Faraday bag, so fuck this piece of shit. He's not going to be able to hack me from that device no more. So that means he'll have to hack me from a different device. And if there is any cyber professionals aware of this, if they watch this video and they're like, wait, this guy thinks he's getting hacked, let's see if he actually is or not. They'll know it's not coming from any of my devices. It'd be coming from the neighbors, or it'd be coming from a secret encrypted hacked version of my device that would be more easily detectable by a professional. They'd see that and they'd be like, there's no way that's Frank. Frank wouldn't do that. He has no access to this at all. Why would Frank do this if he has absolutely no access to it on his device? Let's say, if a hacker installed the tools on your device, so that way it's easier. Because it's easier to have the tools right there near you. It's a lot easier to do that than it is to have the tools, let's say, thousands of miles away, where they have to wait for the tools code to get to you. Where, let's say, if they're thousands of miles away, they just got to press a button, like let's say enter, they press a button on their keyboard, and then they just got to wait, let's say it's about a minute wait for the electricity to get all the way from China to America, and then they have, like, let's say an AI or a bot implement the attack with the tools installed on your device that are encrypted onto your device. So you don't see them. You don't know they're there. You can't use them. This is something that can... This is something that can really happen. From a cybersecurity professional's point of view, this is absolutely something that's happening every day. Every single day. And it's really, really scary to think about that something like this can happen. That literal slaves being literally whipped can literally become better hackers than all of us and literally take down our cyber infrastructure completely and entirely. And then shoot a hypersonic missile over our fucking country. Anyways, I'm going to end the video here. I think I described it all beautifully. I'm going to end it here.